Hi everyone, and welcome to Yoga with Nina. Today's practice is all about finding your balance by calibrating toward the center and by using different asymmetric postures or asanas to bring the awareness toward the midline. So let's start in a seat, sitting bones connected to the earth, and allow for yourself to close the eyes for a moment. Just tuning inward, trying to breathe all the way along your midline, along your spine. With an inhale, down and toward the hips, and with an exhale, all the way out your nose or mouth, softening around the face and the shoulders. And already here, create this sensation along your center, along your midline, your spine, that keeps you upright in your everyday life. Your steady backbone. And then we take 3 nice conscious breaths. Spread your arms out toward the side, palm facing up. Take that nice deep inhale. And allow for the arms or hands to connect above your head. And with an exhale, ground in toward your heart center. Nice full exhale out. Inhale again, widen the arms, palms. Take everything in that you need for this moment, for your practice, for centering yourself, and exhale everything down and toward the hips, and toward the earth, and toward your roots. Add on a last nice big breath like that. Spread the palms wide open. Deep full inhale and full nice exhale, centering yourself. Remembering during this practice that the balance is never completely still. It's always calibrating or moving towards center. So therefore also exploring a bit the capacity and the dimension towards each side, toward the extremes of maybe almost falling out of a posture but not quite. So just be easy on yourself, tuning in toward midline over and over again. And from there, open up the eyes and we come into a cat and cow movement. The hands nicely plant underneath the shoulders, the hips above your knees, and you can just tuck your toes under for now. Begin to stretch the whole spine, nice arch as you breathe in. And full exhale as you curl around. Maybe you work with your eyes closed just to tune inward. With your inhale, long breath. And with an exhale, also exhaling out your nose or out your mouth a bit deeper as you spread your spine around. Good. And as we all breathe a bit differently, just take your own time here. So if I go a bit faster or slower than you do, take your own pace and tune in. Pushing the mat away and allowing for the heart to melt a bit through. Try to already here feel where is your center line from pubic bone all the way up in toward your sternum, in toward your throat, and maybe in toward the chin. Soft sound of ujjayi that connects you in toward the breath body. Good. With your next one, find your neutral spine. Extend the right leg out long behind you and extend the left arm forward all the way. As you exhale, squeeze in towards center. So we're going to do quite a lot of asymmetric work to connect in toward the center. Exhale as you bring everything in and up. Inhale long as you widen. Good. Just let the breath guide your movement. Let the breath find your midline over and over again. And make sure you observe your body in space. So maybe one side feels a bit tighter, maybe one side feels a bit more stable. Add on 2 more. Squeezing as you exhale. Inhale as you lengthen. Good. All the way from here, extend the left arm, right leg. Bend your left elbow sideways and your right knee sideways. And we're gonna do the same. So exhale in towards center. Inhale to the side. Just 4 of those. Exhale all the way into midline. Inhale in toward the side. Exhale, squeeze it in. Inhale, last one. Lift the right knee as well. Exhale, hug it in toward midline. And from there, plant left hand, right knee. Inhale again. Find back into midline. Push the earth. Wrap the heart in and up. And open up softly in toward whole front line opening. Good. And then we're about to switch sides. So bring your left leg into extension. Right arm forward, the palm can center. Exhale, squeeze it in. Knee pulls up in toward the heart. Inhale, lengthen. In your own rhythm. Exhale, work toward the midline. Inhale, widen. So in yoga, we work a lot with this moving toward the center, hugging in. And in toward extension and opening back up again. So everything floats through the body with ease so that there is no stagnation along your system. Nice long exhale, keep it up. Last 2 to 3 breaths here. Depending on how fast or slow you work, just keep the nice breath guiding the movement. And even tucking your chin in a bit. Good. When you exhale next time, left knee sideways, right arm sideways. Hug it in toward midline as you exhale. Lift up in toward the side as you breathe in. It's not an easy one, so keep up the good breath. Inhale. And exhale, squeeze in and up. Belly pulls in. Last one, hold and hover. Exhale. Good. And then all the way, knee down, hand down. Lift the chest to throat. Exhale, pull the belly in. Good. If your wrists need a little release, just sit back onto your heels, relax the wrists, or shake out your hands at any time. And then we're going to find downward facing dog. So plug the hands a bit further ahead of you and push yourself toward long extended back line. Just for here, let the head drop quite heavily, open and close the mouth. Begin to pedal the legs, so right leg, left leg. Still easy around the neck, the head just drops. Maybe you take that nice sigh out your mouth or out your nose, fully pushing the earth away. Good. And from there all the way, find top of your mat as you walk both feet up the mat between your hands. And take a long, nice in-breath as you look forward. Allow for a nice long exhale as you bow your chest toward your legs. 2 more. Ardha Uttanasana with your inhale. Exhale all the way, Uttanasana, heavy back of your neck, relaxed upper palate. Inhale, last one, raise the spine halfway. Then fully drop the heart, shoulders, and your head. As you breathe in, sweep the arms over side or center, lift all the way up into standing. And exhale, take the hands together in front of the heart. Find a moment here, pushing the earth with your feet, relaxing through the sides, all the way down and toward the feet. And then just shift the weight a bit from your heels in toward your toes and back in toward the heels. So calibrating toward what is your midline. Just allow for yourself to float a bit. Maybe almost like tipping over, tipping backward. It's what I meant when I was mentioning this in the beginning. In order to find our balance, we need to know a bit where the limits are, where the extremes are that we can go, or the boundaries, and then tuning in toward what is your center, what feels grounded and balanced. When you have that nice stance, take a moment and just root down. We take 3 sun salutations. Inhale, rise through the arms. Exhale, forward fold, chin to the chest. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step both feet back into plank pose. Lower down through your Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, back into down dog. Root your hands, maybe your heels. Find one breath in between. One nice exhale out your nose, out your mouth. Look between the hands. Lightly step or hop top of your mat. In breath, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, rise into standing. Full breath in. Exhale again, ground in toward your central channel, your midline. Find your center of stance. And only then reach the arms back and up for a second round. Big breath in, maybe leaning a bit back. Deep, long exhale, soften through the head. Inhale halfway. Exhale, step, step, back both feet. Find again your nice supported plank pose. Lower down halfway. In breath, in toward cobra, or again into up dog. Exhale, push yourself back, downward facing dog. Every time a bit more. Breathe into that lower part of your belly, strong sides of your arms. Then looking forward and stepping up all the way. In breath, halfway lift. Exhale, melt your spine. Inhale, wave the arms over side or center. And again, ground into the midline, centered breath. Sweep the arms up, inhale. Exhale, like a bit of a moving meditation through your body. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step, step back, both feet. Again, engage through the midline as you need your strong center in order to balance, to hold your stability in the posture. And then push yourself back, down dog. Add on 2 to 3 nice deep breaths. Spread again the hands, maybe close the eyes, drop the head and neck. Emptying everything out. Soften where you can. And feel your steady, grounded sensation through feet and hands. And from there, walk your feet a bit closer toward each other, so more towards center. And take your left fingertips off the mat eventually, or just onto the edge of your mat, and about the height of your shoulder, so a bit further back. Inhale, sweep the opposite leg, the right leg up, and open up the right hip sideways. If you need to, hop the left foot in a bit closer toward your right hand, but for now, just find stability and balance through the right hand and through your left foot. Now again, if you feel unstable or a bit loose, hop the foot closer in. This usually gives a bit more stability and rootedness as more part of your foot can lower down and ground. If some of you like, take your left hand off the earth and maybe grab hold of your left calf. And just pull the heart a tiny bit closer toward your knee. At the same time, try to find ease and relaxation eventually through the breath. So less ego, but more breathing. Easier said than done. Good. One more in breath as you exhale. Step the right foot down, step the left hand down, and switch sides. So take the right hand, again, a bit off to the side. Left leg rises. Open up the hips sideways, push down strongly, grow tall and long and spacious. And maybe you just tap your right hand off the mat a bit, or you reach for that right calf or right heel.
Don't worry if you're dropping or tipping over. Again, we have to go a bit to that edge to find what is too much and where can we center a bit more. So always remembering this is part of your practice and part of the journey. And then exhale. Right hand comes down, left foot settles next to your right. Walk your way all the way top of your mat. Inhale, long spine. One more time. Deep, long exhale, forward fold. Curl the chin in toward chest. Inhale, rise into standing, arms sideways. And again, exhale all the way, hands in toward your midline. Good, then relax the arms, shake out the arms, shake out your legs. Oftentimes we're a bit tightening up. And then just close the eyes. The hands can rest on your hips. And you're gonna lightly shift the weight onto one foot. Now in the beginning, maybe your hands are nicely rooted or loosely hanging. In the beginning, try to keep the foot connected, or at least a little part of your foot. But you're going to shift more and more weight toward one foot. And at one point, just step it up, hold, and switch. A couple of times. Keep in the breath. Feel the balance in your standing leg. And remember that this is just a practice. So trying to detach a bit of getting somewhere or having to achieve something. And then start to pull the knee up on one leg, maybe even giving yourself a nice little hug in toward the side. Exhale with control, settle the foot down. Inhale, lift the opposite knee up in toward the chest. One more time, each side, step it up. Knee in, little squeeze toward the chest. Exhale, foot sideways, lift on toward the opposite leg. Good, and from there, back into center, walk the feet a bit closer together, swing the arms all the way up, and circle, some nice circles in toward the spine, always calibrating a bit toward your midline. You could close your eyes. And even here, trying to find your stability even when your upper body and your hip is moving into circles or in toward some side openings. If you haven't switched sides, switch side into your circular movement all the way between your ribs. Just a nice little feel-good movement. And we meet top of the mat as you breathe in. Then spread the arms open, lean back, widen the arms, and bring your right arm in toward your left arm. Inhale, open up the throat, the chest, and then exhale, lift the right leg off the mat and settle that right foot as slowly as you can toward the back of your mat, finding your balance here. Inhale, rise in toward a little lift. And exhale, bend the back knee in, squeeze the elbows toward the midline. Good, again, inhale, rise all the way. You can always lower the back knee down. Exhale, squeeze in toward midline. Last one, inhale, widen ribs, chest leaning back a bit. And exhale. With your inhale, widen the arms, cactus the arms. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, hands in toward the chest, find your asymmetric twist toward the left side. So both elbows hook. Hook is, again, you can drop the back knee down for more stability and work from there up in toward your twist. And otherwise, 3 more deep breaths. Try to inhale fully into the belly that is even a bit compressed. Breathing in toward that resistance. Stable through your inner legs. Back knee, when lifted, all the way nice and straight leg. Good, and when you come out, look down first. It's like your third leg or third hand. Looking down with your eyes, with your gaze. Release both hands. Hop the back foot in and find a nice pyramid pose, forward fold over your shin bone. Get one more nice long breath. halfway lift. Exhale, empty everything out, chin to chest. From there, hop onto your left leg, bring your right leg up into space. And again, if you like to add on a little balancing, use your left hand to catch the right foot behind your back. And then up to you, you can play with taking your right hand away or by plugging the right hand down and pushing your right leg up into its space. Balancing on that left leg only. Then sweet long exhale, step the right foot far back. Push down into both hands. Lift left leg, three-legged down dog. And exhale inward, full down dog, all the way inward cobra or upward facing dog. Wide open through the chest. Deep exhale, push yourself back into down dog. Look between your hands and step or hop all the way top of your mat. In breath, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise now into a lengthening. Exhale, left arm hooks in front of the right. Good, and from there, rise the chest, lift the left leg off the earth, and begin to step that left foot all the way back in toward your lunge. From there, sit down low, inhale, sweep the arms up as you breathe in. And as you exhale, elbows hug in toward the belly. And inhale, wide awake, opening up all the way through the sides. Deep, long exhale, pull the elbows in toward your center or midline. Inhale, one last time, rising. Exhale, sweetly pulling everything toward your center. And then inhale, widen the elbows, cactus the arms, or simply spread the arms sideways. Exhale, hands into the heart, twisting toward the right side. Remember that you can, at any point, lower the left knee. And otherwise, stick with it for 2 to 3 more breaths. Grounded breath into the belly, little squeeze as you turn. And inhale again, little push into the hands. Good, and then when you release, remember, look down first. Grab a hold with your gaze, with your eyes. Take both hands down, hop the left foot in a tiny bit, and find your pyramid pose or forward fold over your shin bone. Deep in breath, and nice long, relaxed exhale, soften the mouth. Then step it up onto your right foot, inhale, little standing split. And then beginning to bend that left knee, eventually catching hold of the foot with your right hand. And don't worry if you can't grab the foot, just try to breathe a bit into the posture or the shape so it feels good to your body. Find somewhere to root in order to rise. Inhale, last long breath. Exhale, release the left foot all the way back. Lift the right leg all the way up, three-legged down dog. Exhale, inward plank pose. Hold and hover slowly into up dog or cobra. And all the way back on toward your knees. Find a moment in toward child's pose. In child's pose, you can widen the knees even more so your back is pretty rooted. Hands maybe underneath your forehead. And just some nice deep breath in toward the back. You can stay in child's pose for another couple of breaths. Or you find your seat on your heels just to tune back in toward the ground, toward the earth. And as you rise, lifting all the way through the crown of your head. Good. All the way nice in breath. All the way nice exhale. And we're going to add on a last standing position. So support yourself to come back from your child pose or from your seat in your heels. And we're going to stand up for the tree pose. So again, remember you can practice this even with your eyes closed. Sometimes that's a nice variation as well. Tree pose, you can put your right foot on toward your low leg, toward the calf, or on toward your upper thigh. It works best when you activate the standing leg, so the kneecap pulls up, and then hands in front of the chest or hands on toward the hip. And with a nice, kind smile toward yourself, find a bit of your balancing posture. Remember again, balance is never completely still or silent. You try to breathe all the way up in toward the crown of your head. If some of you like, even arms that reach up in towards space. Try to root down, again, rooting in order to rise. Pushing right foot strongly against your inner thigh. And then trying to enjoy for a little moment the breath floating all the way through. Feel like you close your eyes for one nice deep breath. And then exhale, take everything back in towards center, settle your right foot down toward the side, close the eyes, Tadasana, feel. Feel the legs that feel a bit different or differently from side to side, from activation. And then switch aside and bring the left foot into your inner low leg or inner upper leg. Always supporting if you like. Good, again, engage your upper thigh, hands in toward your center, and try to grow tall and long through the whole crown of your head. Remember to relax the toes as well from time to time. Oftentimes we clench them a bit and then soften around your shoulders. Good. And eventually arms that lift up in towards space, growing all the way tall and long through the midline. Softness in your gaze. And softness around the breathing. Good. Maybe again, close your eyes for a little moment. Could be like a nice little practice that you sneak in from time to time to close the eyes. And from there all the way, bring hands down, step the left foot down. Find a moment, close the eyes. Tune in. Finding your balance from feet into the crown of your head. Good. And from there, thank you so much for practicing along. I wish you a very happy day and a happy practice, balanced and at ease. Namaste.